Good evening, everybody. My name is Michelle Vodden. Thank you for joining me tonight. I'm not going to keep you for long, but I'm going to share some amazing and very important information with you. I know for most of you, you have heard about the opportunity with Arbonne before, so this might be the second time. I think just get all your questions answered tonight. This might not be for you, which is fine. It's not for everybody, but for the ones it is that commit to be coachable, they learn the skills and they follow the system for success, you can grow a multi-million-pound business with Arbonne. So it's just making that decision, isn't it? Is this for me or is it for someone that I know? So I'm just going to give it 30 seconds in case anyone wants to hop on live. But for anyone that's watching the recording as well, hello. Big hello to Rachel. Okay, and we'll get started in one moment. But yeah, thank you for joining me. Also, if you've got questions already in your mind, you've heard the opportunity before, simply type them in the comments below and I'll answer them at the end. Hello, Sarah. So you can also inbox me personally if you don't want to post your question, and I can cover that another time. But please just get all your questions answered. I am so glad that when I had this opportunity, I immediately got anything that was on my mind answered. I had all the information I needed so that I could make a decision, was this for me or was it not? And if it hadn't have been for me, I would have just been really honest and I would have passed on who I thought would be amazing at this business. But do you know what? I looked at the information and I thought, if anyone's going to be sharing this information, it's going to be me. I could not let it pass me by. It was, if I'd have just sat back and thought, do you know what, it sounds a little bit too good to be true, I'll just see how they do, then I wouldn't have grown the business that I have today. So if you hear this maybe for the second time and you think, yes, what am I waiting for? Come and join us. You will not regret it. It is the most phenomenal company. We are now legally declared the #1 global brand for healthy living inside and out, and that is against all global brands that turn over more than £500 million a year. So how amazing is that? We are #1. I always knew we would be, but obviously 6 years ago when I first started, it had only been in the UK for 4 years and the evidence wasn't there yet, but it is there now. So now is the perfect time. Arbonne will be a household name. Vogue magazine have said we're the next big brand. It's going to happen. So it's a perfect time for you to launch your own business. So we're going to get started. 1 second. Okay, so I'm going to tell you a little bit about the company, a little bit about the products, a little bit about the industry, and then the compensation plan. So what you can expect to earn by when if you follow your upline and the simple system for success. So Arbonne is a 38-year-old company, as I've said, the #1 global brand for healthy living inside and out. And it's a botanically based health and wellness company. We're built on Swiss heritage. We have the best of science and nature. So people are getting pure, safe, beneficial products with that Swiss quality, but affordable to everyday people. So our founder, Peter Mork, right back in 1975, had this vision of what he wanted to create, and he wanted to create really ultra premium, pure safe products from nutrition to skincare to baby care, make them affordable to everyday people. So he chose network marketing as the business model to use, and what a great decision. It is the best business model out there. But what that also gives is ordinary people like you and me the chance to build extraordinary incomes and lifestyle by being the ones that advertise and promote these products. So we are a global company. We are on the brink of globalization. So we're 38 years old, but we're only in 7 countries. So we haven't even scratched the surface yet. We've got 1% global brand awareness. Basically the question tonight is, what share do you want in that? Because as Arbonne grows, we're the ones that have the share in it, because we are the ones spreading the word and building those networks of customers. So moving quickly on, we are a massive, highly regarded member of the DSA. Sorry, my laptop's been naughty. And actually an award-winning member of the DSA and part of the highest regulated industry in the world too. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about the industry now, because I was very uneducated on network marketing. To be fair, I didn't really know what it was, but I presumed it was for people that maybe didn't have a career or a field of expertise and maybe just needed the money. How wrong was I? Alongside me in this business, there are full-time GPs, lawyers, barristers, businessmen, full-time mums, business owners, business women. We've got accountants, we've got nurses, doctors, all in the team, all building businesses for different reasons. It's usually for time or money, and what this business gives you is birth and a job, and a traditional business cannot give you that. So that is why it's such a unique opportunity. So network marketing is the biggest industry in the world. You take the film, music and gaming industry, put them all together, you've got around a $90 billion industry. Double that and you've got network marketing. Network marketing creates more millionaires than any other industry on the planet, but it's invisible because there's no advertising. So all the millionaires out there that you see living this crazy life, and they're out there on yachts and they've got all this time on their hands, and you're thinking, how can they be earning that much money and have time? It's because they've built a passive income, and more millionaires have come from this industry than anything else. So you are being offered this opportunity. What you do with it is, totally up to you. But for me, once I understood the industry, I just thought, wow, this is absolutely genius, and it's very simple. It's not like setting up a traditional business where you need a really good skill set for it to survive. You can make this work just by following the system, plugging in, being coachable. So it's basically built on word of mouth recommendation. So we see this all the time now. If you look on Facebook, people generally don't go to like the yellow pages or even Google anymore to look for their local plumber. They will go on Facebook and they will ask their friends and family, who would you recommend? And they will go on that recommendation because people trust their friends and family's recommendation over any paid advertising. I know that I always have. And that is what we do. We share from a genuine place because we love these products. We use them every single day, and we're just recommending them to other people. And they can decide to shop and buy them through our online store, or even build an income themselves. So you're turning what used to be an expense into an income. So traditional business, and you look at traditional retail models, that product has to go through a really big chain of middlemen before it goes on the shelf. So imagine it is your pre-workout supplement. You've got to go through the manufacturer, the wholesaler, the warehousing. Advertising is 40% of the customer's money. Then the cost of it going to retail. Then finally it goes on the shelf for the consumer. So around 85% of what a consumer pays has got nothing to do with the product. So 15% of what they pay has got something to do with the product. With network marketing, we have cut out all the middlemen, which means you get a far superior product at a lower price because there's no advertising. We own our manufacturer. We don't have any paid advertising, so the only middle person is you or me or whoever it is that is sharing and using these products. But the most amazing thing is that we don't have to handle loads of stock, we don't have to take any cash, we don't have to do any delivery. Arbonne take care of all of that. So if this was our own traditional business, we would be responsible for all of that system. But with Arbonne, we have our own online website, which is personal to us, and people can order straight through the website. The order goes to Arbonne head office and it is shipped to the client's door within 3 working days. So we have just had to share what it is we use, why we love it, and let people test drive it. And that's why there are people from amazing backgrounds and careers building this business in the tiny little gaps here and there in their day because they want to get time back. And this starts to work over time, and it's not get rich quick, as music royalties would be. So if you were an amazing songwriter, let's take Mariah Carey for instance. She wrote All I Want for Christmas Is You. Every Christmas, until I can't even imagine when, that will be played over and over and over again, and she gets paid every single time that it is downloaded, played on a radio, So she has a passive income, okay? You can build this with this, because once you have shared Arbonne with someone, they can only purchase their products from you for life. So every time they log back in and they order their next products, because products run out, you get paid over and over and over again. So that is how you can build a big lucrative business around a full-time job, around a family. You know, I've got 3 children under 7. I ran an events agency when I started Arbonne, and I was a teacher 4 days a week in school. So I was so busy, but I just knew that the only way I was ever going to gain any time back is if I made this business work. And then that's why I absolutely went for it. And it's been worth, you know, the 6 years I've been building the business. That was the vision I had, and that's what I stuck to. So you're your own boss, but you've got a business in a box, and you just follow the system for success, and you've just got to be coachable. That is my number one thing. If you're coachable and you've got an inner drive for more, you will make this work, no exception. So a little bit about the products. What jumped out to me, and I was not a big loyal brand product user. I didn't particularly buy premium brands in the past because I didn't see the results for the price. But what really jumped out to me was the ethics that Arbonne had, or has, should I say. So everything is pH correct, hypoallergenic, dermatologist tested, vegan certified, we're gluten free, we've never tested on animals, everything is clinically tested as well. So it goes through a big regulation system, which we're super proud of. So we've got all the good things going on, all the buzzwords, things that people are looking for now. But what really stuck in my mind more than anything is what Arbonne do not put in their products. And it actually horrified me when I went home and started to look at what I was, but what other people, were putting on their skin every day, and obviously in their nutritional supplements as well. So we do not create any product unless it's pure, safe, beneficial. Arbonne have banned over 2,000 ingredients that they do not see fit for your skin or digestion. The FDA has only banned 11, and European standards have only banned 1,300. So over 2,000. So you won't find purer, greener products than Arbonne, but the results are phenomenal. We have professional athletes using these products. We're on par with the top dermatologist brand in the skincare. Our cosmetics is used on the X Factor. Like, just every single product we do is on a whole different level. But we formulate without any chemical dyes, fragrance, synthetic preservatives, your phthalates, your mineral oil, which is in 94% of products, and it is a waste product of the crude oil industry. A dirt cheap bulking agent, which is actually not very good for us, but it's in 94% of products out there. So look out for liquid and peripherum on your products. So we've got none of the synthetic nasties, but all the good stuff, and cutting edge technology, which gives you those results. I'm going to really quickly now, hi ladies, really quickly go through the product ranges, because we have over 400 which are all put into different ranges. So we have skincare for every skin type, male, female, all age brackets, anti-aging, and as I said, this is on hi Karen, on par with the leading dermatologist brand, but our formula was purer and greener, so no competition on the skincare. We have an intelligence range, which is like Genius resurfacing pads, which is a retinoid product, a much gentler version of maybe going for a skin peel, something you can do every night at home. It's a really great intelligence range. Our nutrition and sports nutrition is out of this world. This is probably one of our fastest growing sectors. Health and well-being is the next $1 trillion industry. So anyone that's smart, that's investing, are investing in health and wellness, because that's where people are putting their money. They want to live for longer. They want to look younger for longer. So our nutrition covers everything. We have Fighter Sport, which is BSCG tested, so professional athletes and the armed forces are safe to use this product. So really high end, no additives, no added flavouring, no bulkers, nothing like that. The nutrition is everything from protein shakes, nutrition bars, herbal detox blend teas, green balance, and all this is vegan certified, gluten free, and the highest of standards. So it's phenomenal. And we run a 30 days to healthy living and beyond program, which combines our supplements with clean eating and educational online support from nutritionists to educate people how to create a healthy lifestyle, not just a quick fix, but ongoing for life. So if you've got any questions about that, please do go back to your consultant, especially if you're maybe a personal trainer, because that may be where your focus would lie. We have everything else, a spa range, self-tanner, baby care, which is also great for adults with dry skin conditions, hair care, and the cosmetics with the Optolite technology to give you that soft glow focus. Having an events agency, I worked with lots of different cosmetic brands doing fashion shows, and nothing comes close to this. So ladies, you need to try the makeup. So what we do as consultants is very, very simple. We stop, we start, and we share. So 6 years ago, I stopped buying my products on the high street, buying other brands. I started buying Arbonne products. I was getting the ultra premium Swiss products at a 35 to 50% discount, and I started to use them on me and the family. So I could be a really genuine consultant and be really integral when I was sharing what I used and why I loved it. I then just went out and shared the opportunity and the products with people that I knew, people that were referred to me, and people that I've met along the way, and just taught them, if they love the products, how to get them ordered and shipped to their door. And if they wanted to do the business, how to follow the system of what I've learned and just to start growing their very own business. So stop, start, share is our very simple system. And this builds a little bit like Facebook. So if you think back to when Facebook started, Mark Zuckerberg, and I think it was 2 or 3 other guys, founded Facebook, and it started to spread through word of mouth and obviously inviting friends across their university, then to other universities, and now just the world. But I doubt anyone that watches this video was actually invited to Facebook by Mark Zuckerberg. And the point I'm trying to make is, this business is not about knowing thousands of people, it's about knowing a few that know a few that know a few. And everyone in the world is only, separated by, it's like the 6th degree, isn't it? And I think that's even smaller now with social media. So you will know someone that will know someone that will know someone that will want to do this business, that will want to buy these products. And that is just inevitable. So you go out and you share this with people. Around 1 or 2 out of 10 will do the business. A few will become clients, and for others it will either not be for them or not right now. And that's absolutely fine. I think it's great to know that ratio. And then you can coach them to set up their business, get them running and independent, and then they can go out and build their network of consultants and clients as well. What happens over time is you have the compound effect. So you might help 10 people start their business, and then they go out and help 10 people each. Your business has compounded massively, and all the product sales going through every consultant and all their clients, you are getting an override on that, and a very generous, in fact, the highest paid commissions in the industry on your personal clients. So this is how you can get time leverage. You might be doing 10 hours a week, but you coach another 10 people and they're doing 10 hours a week. You're getting paid on a lot of hours. So if you need more time in your life and more income, then this is the answer. Setting up a traditional business in the UK is an average of £22,000 just to get started. And then you've got that full-time job, haven't you? So this is something you can do just in those little gaps around what you're currently doing. And you can build your team as big as you want. There's no limit on your income or the size of your team. So globally, we are expanding from 7 countries worldwide. So you will end up with a global business, whether you know someone in the 7 countries at the moment. So you've got America, Canada, Australia, Poland, New Zealand, Taiwan, and the UK. If you know anyone in those countries, they can become a client or consultant today. But you will know someone that knows someone in that country. So I've got team members in other countries where I've never visited because someone in my team knew someone in that country. So eventually you will get a global business if you stick at this business long enough. But it's exciting that as we expand worldwide, with the use of social media, we can connect with people anywhere in the world at no cost. It's not costing me anything to speak to you tonight, and there are people in this group from all over the world. So it's so simple to be able to reach out and grow that global business. So lastly, the compensation plan. So there's 4 management levels with Arbonne, and it's a 5-year plan. We say you've got to stick at this business and just do the do for 5 years. And if you can be consistent with that, this is what you can expect. So these averages and timescales, I would say for someone that's doing 10 hours a week, they're going to all the trainings, they're listening to the weekly training call, and they've invested in a good product tool order that they're going to share and let people test drive, and this is what you can expect from that. So district manager is the first level, which takes on average 7 months to get to, and as a district manager you're looking at anything between £100 and £800 a month. So on average, that's £500 a month, that's £6,000 a year on top of your current salary or whatever it is you're doing. And so that's quite nice for a lot of families. And the second level, and you just simply get to this level by then helping other people get to the first level. So this business is all about helping other people, coaching them and pulling them up to be successful with you. The more they succeed, the more you succeed. So it's very unlike the corporate world where it's very competitive and waiting for someone to maybe go on maternity so you can promote and that type of thing. With this, we all help each other. So area manager is the second level, and at this level, your business is then willable for 6 generations. So will your current job or business that you run pay 6 generations of your family after you're gone? Okay, if it does, let me know, but I don't know of anything else out there. Unless you've got a business that your family's willing to take on. But this is basically a trust fund that my kids' grandkids will get from what I'm building now is paying for their future, and that is just at the second level. And you're looking at anything between 800 to around 2,500 as an area manager, still doing exactly the same thing, but you've started to duplicate yourself. You've helped other people start their businesses. The third level is regional vice president. So I was 4 years in when I got to region, but actually my sponsor did it in 18 months. The fastest anyone has done it is 12 weeks. Some people will take longer than me. It is up to you. It's what you want to put into it. It's 100% effort based. So this is the Mercedes level where you can get a cash bonus monthly for a white Mercedes, and you're looking at between about 2,500 up to 8,000 a month at this level. Still doing 10 to 15 hours a week. I still do the same now as my brand new consultants do, but I obviously train as well. So this is when you really start to get that time leverage. If you want to step back or retire early from a career, you've got that option, or maybe you just want to double your income, maybe you want to retire a wife or husband. Like, this is when things seriously start to get exciting. And the average is 34 months to regional vice president. So what would an extra £3,000, £4,000, £5,000, which is the average at that level, look like a month in your family's bank with you doing 10 to 15 hours a week? Yeah, big life changes there. Then we've got national vice president, which is the 4th level, the top level. This takes on average 57 months to get to. One lady did it in 5 months. Some people do it in 10 years. It's up to you what you want from it. But the average income at this level starts from around £13,000 a month, and it's uncapped. So one of my mentors now gets her what was her annual teaching wage in London, she gets double that a month. So double her annual teaching wage when working in London, she gets that a month. So when I say this is unlimited and uncapped, this is a multi-million-pound opportunity. This can be a hobby, it can be an extra £200 a month, but I also want to speak to the people out there that are really serious about creating something huge. And you might be in a career that you love and that you wouldn't step away from, and the beauty of this is you can build this as an asset and an extra income revenue without giving that up, but you've got choices, and that's the biggest thing Arbonne gives you, choices. It's a breakaway system, so you can break away and earn more than the people that introduced you, so it's irrelevant when you start and who introduced you. You can learn the skills to meet new people and build this business as big as you like. So just lastly, to finish off, and do pop questions below if you have them. If you're watching the recording, still put your questions below, because we can maybe do another live and I can answer them all and get some guests on as well to help with that. So there's 3 ways to win with Arbonne. So you might be thinking, yes, do you know what? It's time to stop thinking about this business and just crack on with it, because you just don't want what ifs and regrets, do you? And I've always been that person that I'm like, I'm having no regrets in life, but I understand it's a scary thing. And what I want you to know is that we all start scared. It's out of our comfort zone. It's so different to anything we've done before, I would say, for everybody in my business. But it's just like, just look at, will it be worth it? If I can create that in 5 years, will that be worth it for me and my family? And if your reason why is strong enough, you will make this work. So if independent consultant is for you, it's £56 usually to register. This month it's £30, and it's only £5 if you're already a preferred client. And that's with a small product order when you register. And then obviously you need tools. We are a product test drive business. I would not have built a business to regional vice president on a face wash and a hairspray. Do you know what I mean? I invested in products so that I could share this business, and every drop of every product has brought in what this business gives me now. So for the cost of a really good laptop, I set myself up with a multi-million-pound business. So we get 35 to 50% off discount as consultants. We get the Mercedes-Benz program at the 3rd of the 4 levels. You get the personal growth and development, which is money can't buy stuff. I wouldn't even do a Skype video call before Arbonne to friends and family because I just hated the thought of it. So you will grow as a person in confidence, in business skills. You'll make new friends for life. You'll get to travel the world. You know, we go to Vegas every year. We have so much fun, and that's all the stuff that you just don't expect to get with it. If the business isn't for you, you can enjoy the products. You can be a client or a preferred client and enjoy a discount and lots of different offers as well. Or maybe you want to host a healthy happy hour. You want to explore the sports nutrition and the 30 days to healthy living, or the skincare and the cosmetics, and get a free product as a thank you. Or maybe you've been sat in this group for a while and it just isn't for you. What I would say is let your consultant know, but also think about who do you know, because the consultant may not be linked to people that you know that would be amazing at this business. And if it's not for you, but let them have that opportunity. There are so many superstars in my business that were through someone that referred them to me that I would never have crossed paths with. So, speak to your consultant about who is it they're looking for to work with. And, for me, it is people that are coachable, they're driven, they want more out of life, they're fun, they like people, and, they just want to create more time or more money. Or maybe they just want to help other people and do something that's got real purpose and that they can pay forward. So that is it from me tonight. I'll just leave you with 2 questions. And the first one is, whatever it is you're doing now, if you continue to do that for the next 5 years, will you be where you want to be? So, for instance, if money was no object and time was no object in your life, how would you be living day to day? Would you be doing what you're doing now? Have a little think about that. And if you would be doing something different, have you got a plan? How could you make that a reality? Because Arbonne may not be something you've ever dreamt of doing. It certainly wasn't me. I'd never ever thought about having a health and wellness business or doing network marketing ever in my life. But it was the only vehicle that could get me to how I would live my life by choice. The only way. So just think about that for yourself. And then also, if your primary source of income was to be taken away at midnight tonight, so maybe it's you, maybe it's your wife or husband, that is the primary income provider. If that was taken away through redundancy or illness or anything else, that life throws at us, how long could you survive? And do you have a plan B? Do you have a safety net? For me, Arbonne became plan A, but for a lot of people, it is just a plan B. You're preparing for impact, preparing for life, and just having that nice extra income stream. So there's no questions popping up at the moment, so I'm going to leave it there. But thank you so much for joining me. I hope you found that helpful. Please do get all your questions answered, or if you've decided this is not for you, it really doesn't matter. We are not here to convince anyone, because really we just want to work with people that want this and we can run with it together. It's no fun otherwise. But if it is for you, then what are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? Because there's never ever a good time to do anything. So just reach out, get your questions answered, and look forward to meeting some of you soon. Good night, everyone. Bye.